guys, welcome back to another episode of Styles After Dark. Y'all already know, a podcast where hopefully you guys feel seen, heard, and not judged. This is a safe zone here at Styles After Dark. And remember to be kind, be yourself, and love yourself. Y'all already know the drill. If it's not a Wednesday, happy whatever day it is. Hopefully this can be the positive thing in your day if you're not having the best day. Today's episode is going to be another episode continuing the Lonely Chapter series. If you guys subscribe to me or have watched that episode, then welcome back. We are going to be digging deeper, a season of just you. I made the Lonely Chapter a series about 2 months ago, and I wanted it to be a series where it was about being by yourself, being single, being in a season of singleness, and being in a season where maybe it's just a little calm, and that is a gift. It always will be. I can honestly say that I have been completely single. Okay, so today's video is going to be an update of that, how the Lonely Chapter is going, how it's been, because if you're anything like me, this is the first time I truly have just been single. Y'all, I'm talking no flirting, no messages, no dates, not one man in my I mean, I have guy friends, but like not like when I say this phone is dry, boy, I'm talking drier than where I live, Las Vegas, Nevada, and it is pretty dry up in here. Before we hop into this video, it's time for the drink of the week. Little Britney Spears moment. That's how I'm feeling in this fit. I think we have one more soda to try from the Poppy collection, and then we're moving on to, I don't want to say bigger and better. Today we're trying ginger lime. I give that one a 7 out of 10. Didn't blow me off my feet. It's a nice, refreshing flavor. I don't have much to say about that one. Embarrassing. I just want to say thank you guys so much for your positive comments, your positive, lovely support. Like, I truly have been on a high. I am freaking out every day, like telling people in my real life how excited I am that I have 900 followers, because that's insane and that is a huge accomplishment. I just think it's like the little things, you have to look at the small wins, and to me it's not even a small win, it's a big win. So yeah, that makes me really happy, and I can't even believe that I have people listening to me. A season of just me, and possibly a season of just you. If you just got out of a breakup, if you find yourself in a season where, your friends are in different places in their life, maybe you've had some friend fallouts, maybe you're in a season where it's just really quiet, very calm. And in my past video, if you haven't watched it, I'll definitely have a link below. It's called The Lonely Chapter. Being alone is a gift. How I described the Lonely Chapter was, it's the calm before the rainbow. What happens before a rainbow? It's raining, it's pouring, and then it stops pouring, and then it's just like the rainbow slowly comes, and it's beautiful. And so instead of calm before the storm, it's calm before the rainbow, because sometimes in life you go through these seasons where it's just very quiet and it can be very lonely, but lonely is not a bad thing. So I've been doing my thing. When people ask, like, oh, have you been dating? I tell them, no, I am just focusing on me, focusing on my dreams for once in my life. And if you're a girl or guy who has always been in something, always been distracting themselves, maybe you're never alone. Like, I had this same, it's not that it's an issue or a problem, but I feel for some of us it can be. And sometimes the reason that we fall into a lot of patterns, like ending up in the same dating situations where we're not really with someone who's good for us, or maybe we keep attracting very meaningless, very fake friendships in our lives, like whatever it is. I found myself in that, and I honestly just reached a point a few months ago after my last breakup where I was so tired of that pattern in my life. And it's honestly up to us. It's up to you at the end of the day to change that. I am a lover girl at heart. Yeah, for all you lover girls, lover boys out there, you ain't the only ones. You can love up on so many people, but you also have to pick you at the end of the day and be a lover girl for yourself. Love yourself. Love you. I took this opportunity and I just turned it into a positive. I think with any relationship, that's what we should be doing. Friendship, relationship, experience that we just had, maybe bad or good. What did we learn from it? What can we take from it? I want to go back from a very young age. I'm talking 14, 13 years old. I have been boy crazy. I've always had a boy. I've always been dating. I've always wanted male validation, attention. I've always been around friends. Like if I was like in my room, it got to the point where I didn't want to, I felt very timid, if that makes sense. Or I guess the thought of, ugh, what am I doing? Like, oh my gosh, like I need to be doing something. Then I would like hit up a friend, like, oh, you want to go get a smoothie? Oh, you want to go get boba? Oh, let me FaceTime a friend to be in the comfort of someone else's presence. So going back to being 15 years old, that happened because of whatever issues or trauma I've dealt with, whether that is daddy issues or maybe not having enough self love. Those kinds of things, they all play a really big role into not being able to be alone. And it can be really hard. I'm here to say that it can be done. And with just self discipline, some boundaries for yourself, and having some consistency, some commitment, you can get through this chapter. Like, honestly, have you guys ever had this question in your head? Because I did. I remember looking at my friends who were single for 2 or 3 years and just be like, "Wow, like why would anyone want to be single for that long?" Or how do they do that? How do they not talk to someone, or how does someone just stay in all the time and they're just that content and happy with their life? Now I get it, because once you truly gotten comfortable with being alone and truly have like pushed yourself to that limit and have chosen like, okay, this is the steps I'm going to take. Like I want to be at that level because it's low-key cool. Like I'm part of the cool club now. Okay. Okay. It's so easy nowadays to download an app like Bumble, Tinder, and just start dating people. It's so easy to just go out and start drinking. But if that's the season you're in, like also, don't let me make you be in the season. This is for the people who are truly, genuinely looking for ways to better themselves. It's time to change your ways. It's time to get uncomfortable. How many more times are you going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, like I really want to do that? Oh, yeah, like I'm so tired of this guy playing me. Oh, I'm so tired of, my relationships failing. I'm so tired of fake friends having drama, blah, blah, blah. You attract what you are. And sometimes we're so delusional that we think for some reason, we just have bad luck. I'm telling you right now, if you just stayed to yourself and really put up boundaries, that wouldn't be the case. I've done all that, I've said all those things. But when you really look in and you take the chance to be aware of why this is happening, look at your situations. We cannot be these little, what is it called, airheads, just walking around like, oh my gosh, I don't know why these things are happening to me. I don't care. Yes, you do. Figure it out so that we can do the work. We can put in the work to make sure that we get you to a place where you feel content alone, where you feel like you don't need a man, you don't need a woman to fulfill you, to fulfill your time. We don't need to be going out all the time, getting wasted drunk to feel happy, to feel excitement in our lives. Like, yes, that's having a good time. If you have fun doing that, go you, amazing. I'm not trying to sit here and like change your lifestyle if that's your lifestyle. But if you find yourself being like, oh, I wish I could be that way, but you catch yourself ending up in this same cycle. I actually had to go through like a month and a half of cutting some of my friends off that I felt I was codependent with a bit. And I'm not saying they were codependent on me, but I mean, we would just be FaceTiming for hours, saying nothing. And I still do that, of course. But now I don't need to do that. I would get in the car and I'd be like, okay, I want to FaceTime someone while I'm driving because I just want someone in the car with me. Like, girl, is you okay? Are you insane? And then I would put off the things that I need to get done, or a friend. There was, when you have so many friends in your life too that are always asking you to do something, when is it going to be you time? For real. When are you going to have time to be alone? And I was taking up all the offers. Yes, of course. I want to go get Korean barbecue. I want a different outcome. It's not, yes, like you can sit here and be like, why would you force yourself to do that? Because whatever I was doing wasn't working. I wanted a different outcome. And in order to get a different outcome, sometimes you need to put boundaries. Sometimes you need to try a different route. Is it route, data? I don't know. If something isn't working, okay, well, now I need to build up a bigger boundary for myself to see if I can change this habit, to get to this point of my life where I feel content on my own. And that's what I needed to do. And it worked. Now I feel like anytime a friend is like, oh, do you want to go do this? I have the ability to say no to that. I have the ability to feel happier staying in because I enjoy my own company. Not only is this giving me comfort to be by myself, it's allowing me to have time by myself to really learn about myself. And I really thought that I had it figured out last year. And I remember being like, "Oh, like yeah, I'm totally alone. Like I'm not looking for a relationship. Like I know myself." Shut up, Sophia. Shut up. This is the true definition of being alone. I've reached a point where being single is better than just talking to random people, wasteless conversations, in my opinion, because I don't have the time. I don't have time to just be having little tiny flings, just be texting guys for fun. I'm too busy for that. With no distractions, there's a lot of more time to reflect. And when you're just focused on yourself and putting all that energy into yourself, trying to become the best version of you, like, I mean, truly, you guys, become the best version of you, truly choosing you, not just acting like it, not just saying it, you're going to have so much discovery. And that is what's been happening for me. I have been able to discover things through my meaningful friendships. Things have been falling into place. A few months ago, when I first uploaded the Lonely Chapter series, my first episode with it was very calm. And as the months have gone by, changes have been made. There's been energy, like more energy that I have, because relationships take time and work. And so when you're single, you have so much time to like put that focus into other things. And because of that, I've been able to build stronger relationships with myself, my friends, my family, with focusing on the more important things in life, because a relationship is not the whole point of life. Because I'm a lover girl, I've always been like, oh, well, you know, I just want to find a boyfriend. I just want to find my person. I just want to, and of course I have those feelings sometimes, because yes, it is nice. We're human. Of course I want to be wanted. Of course I would like to have someone by my side and build something with someone. All my friends are actually in relationships, so I'm constantly seeing, people in love, without putting all this energy the past few months into me and the people I care about most, I wouldn't have so much self discovery. I wouldn't be figuring out what I truly do want, so that I don't keep ending up in a relationship with the wrong person. I'm not saying that the next person is the one. I don't know life. Like, I don't know if I won't date two or three other guys. I don't know. But I would like to be smarter about who I am dating and take my time, because also used to be, I also had very much thinking that I wanted to take things fast. Okay. I was like, let's get this going. Are we going to have kids? Do we want to get married? Da, da, da. Nah, it's time to take my time to get to know someone, because you don't really know someone until you know someone. It takes a little bit of time, but also it's just like experience and knowing your needs, and I'm discovering my needs. I'm building confidence in my boundaries. Since I was a little girl, I have looked and looked and looked. And if you're anything like me, which I know there is a lot of us who are looking, constantly looking for love, constantly looking for someone to choose us, to pick us. But it's cliche, and I always say this because I'm gonna say some cliche stuff on in my videos sometimes. Until we choose ourselves, until you choose you, until we pour into ourselves, until we pick ourselves, we might not attract what's actually good for us. Subconsciously, I didn't realize this at the time. And for some of you, it might take more lessons, more experience, or self discovery. Worrying if someone else wants you, worrying if someone else is going to choose you, you're doing yourself a disservice. Where it's time for us to choose the person who's right for us, because we're going to be so confident in who we are and what we're looking for and what our true needs are, to the point where if we go on a date with someone, if I go on a date with that person, I already have my list. I already know. And mind you, no person is perfect. I know me and I know my experiences and I know what works for me. And so now I can say, mm, you're not for me. You might pick me, but I don't pick you. And that's not stuck up. It's genuinely knowing what's best for you and putting yourself first. Don't mix it with being snobby. Don't mix it with adjusting my needs because I wanted something to work out so bad. But we're just doing ourselves a disservice. To sum things up, like, I have truly been in this amazing chapter. I had my little moment of sadness. I had my little moment of calmness. And now I feel like I'm at the rainbow. When you put in that work, it's just so rewarding to get to this point. And I feel the need to say this, and I feel the need to tell you guys this because I want you guys to be better. I want someone who might be in the place I was a few months ago, or to see the other end of things, to see the light at the end of the tunnel, to see the rainbow. I went 24 years not being able to be single, not being able to distract myself and enjoy my own presence, enjoy my own time with myself, like me, myself, and I. It's so cheesy, but I can finally say, like, I would rather be single than in a relationship right now. There are so many opportunities that I have received. And if you've ever been through a breakup or have ever left something and chose yourself, then you know what I mean when I say good things come when you let old shit go. I am dating myself, and you should date yourself too. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for watching or listening to this podcast. I truly thank you guys so much for allowing myself to be vulnerable and allowing me to share what I have to say, share my stories, share my growth on this journey of life. Remember to subscribe to this channel. I upload videos every other Wednesday, and you can follow me on my social medias, Sophia Styles After Dark for the podcast on Instagram, and Sophia Styles LV on Instagram and TikTok. Remember to like, comment, and if you guys ever have any questions, always feel free to DM me or ask away in the comments. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Toodles. Bye, y'all. Mwah.